Mineral Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe is calling for a specialised unit within the police service to look into illegal mining. This comes after the bodies of 20 suspected illegal miners were found in Northwest earlier this week. Mantashe spoke to ENCA reporter Kailihle Kumalo in Middleburg in Mpumalanga. Kailihle began by asking the minister how the mining charter can play a role in the development of communities.
The mining charter is making provision for the social and labor plan. And the intention of that provision is to ensure that mining companies invest in development in communities where they mine. And therefore, we're expecting every mining company to make a contribution in developing those communities. That's why we said where companies are small, they must pull resources together, invest in impact projects. Because if you invest in impact projects, you actually make a lasting scene and a lasting feeling in that community.
And obviously, Minister, you have quite a massive portfolio. Another pertinent issue. Earlier this week, we saw very disturbing scenes in Orkney where 20 bodies were discovered. The issue of the illegal mining, this has been a widespread issue for some time. Do you have a plan to tackle this phenomenon?
We're in serious discussion with the Minister of Police now. Our teams will be meeting on Monday because I have a proposal that I've been consistent with. You will not defeat illegal mining unless you have a specialized unit in the police service dealing with illegal mining. In rural areas, there are specialized units to deal with stock theft. Now, why can't we have a specialized unit to deal with stealing of minerals and precious stones in the economy? In 2019, that costed the country about 41 billion rand. And that is a huge cost to the economy. And I think we must get our heads together, make sense of it, have specialized units to deal with illegal mining.
And what about the calls, Minister, for those who are saying it's high time that the sector is formalized and so that everything should be above board?
You cannot formalize criminal activity. You can formalize people who want to be trained as small-scale miners and artisanal miners. They get into the system that we are busy with. But you cannot formalize criminal activity. Actually, you remember, we are now here in Middleburg. One time, 17 illegal miners died in Gloria mine here. And out of those 17, not a single one was a South African. They are all from all over, not in South Africa. It's an organized criminal activity driven by international syndicates. And we must not be soft on it.
And perhaps what would be your call to mining companies to make sure that once a mine has been decommissioned, do they have any responsibility to make sure that their facility is being looked after?
Rehabilitation is a requirement of mining. At the end of mining, we must rehabilitate that area. But the pace goes at own time. For example, the shaft in Val Reefs is not decommissioned. The miners who are mining at Val Reef number 7 own Val Reef number 6, but they were still working on Val Reef number 7. Illegal miners occupy that shaft. And if you go to a shaft without testing the quality of air and gases and fire underground. Underground, one of the essential services is something called fire patrol. If you don't have it, you don't enforce it, people are going to burn to death.